Coming up here on UTRGV TV News, a man accused of shooting a DPS trooper in Hidalgo County is now in custody.
Plus, health officials demand for Rio Grande Valley residents to vaccinate as mumps outbreak occurs. We'll have those details in minutes.
Good morning. Weather is looking perfect for this upcoming Easter weekend. Sunny days are to be expected, but will we see some showers? We'll have all those details later on. UTRGV News starts now.
Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning to UTRGV TV News. I'm Kenia Correa. Today we are following a developing story in regard to a state trooper that is found to be in critical condition. After DPS state trooper Moises Sanchez was called to a crash scene, suspect Victor Alejandro Godinez is said to have shot the trooper, then fled on foot near the McAllen-Edinburgh area. A manhunt was conducted, leading roads to be closed down from Freddy Gonzalez Drive all the way north of the UTRGV Edinburgh campus. The suspect was taken into custody and charged with 3 counts of attempted capital murder. DPS officer is now in stable but critical condition.
In Hidalgo County, there is said to be 9 possible mumps cases. Clinical sign confirmations are still waiting for final testing. Local and federal government agencies are working together to resolve the situation, saying that more possible small outbreaks can occur during the next few days and weeks due to the incubation period of the illness. The disease is said to be more common around small children, but as of now, the suspected case involves young adults. Eddie Olivares, the Hidalgo County Health Director, confirmed that there is no link as of now between the suspected mumps cases to the immigration situation here at the border.
Intense fire in a gate community and a blast in the middle of a neighborhood left a home burned to the ground. House explosion left 1 person injured and their house completely destroyed. The house occupied a space of 6,000 plus square feet. Fire officials are investigating the incident since the house was being renovated, and it seems that paint fumes may have been the cause of the explosion. The house is located within an unincorporated gated community that does not possess fire hydrants, making the incident even worse and more complicated for the authorities. None of the other homes were affected by the explosion.
Sunday afternoon, President Donald Trump announced via Twitter the resignation of Kirstjen Nielsen, former Homeland Security Secretary. 2 sources have said her resignation was caused by the administration's growing frustrations over Central American families crossing the southern borders. President Donald Trump announced the same day that U.S. Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Kevin McAllen would be taking Nielsen's place as the new Homeland Security Secretary.
Good afternoon, everyone. Right now, temperatures are looking sunny at 89 degrees Fahrenheit, and with winds at 8 miles per hour, pretty low, unlike yesterday with 0% chance of rain. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. If you're planning to go out to the beach, pack a sunscreen for the day and a jacket for the night. Saturday and Sunday highs are 89 and lows 62. Pretty much like today, and 0% chance of precipitation. Jumping to Monday, the highs are still at 89 degrees, but lower temperatures will be rising to 73 degrees. With a 40% chance of precipitation, which brings us to Tuesday, when we have a thunderstorm chance at 40% and high temperatures at 88 and lower temperatures at 71. That will be extending all the way to Thursday. Make sure you keep those umbrellas handy, folks. Back to you, Kenya.
Motel 6, accused of providing immigration agents with their guest list information, will not be leaving the line without a warrant. The motel settled the lawsuit for $12 million. The company now says that they will not provide such information unless legally having to.
The motel operator illegally provided the private information of an average of 80,000 customers for a period of 2-year range without a warrant. The disclosure led to many harmful situations for the customers involved in the incident, such as deportation of guests and family suffering.
2 college students face charges for cheating the Apple company out of nearly $1 million on iPhones. The pair of students would send replica iPhones that they would obtain from China to the Apple company and would claim that they would not be in function. The company would mostly comply as requested by the students and send them real iPhones back to them, and the students would resell them. After a 2-year investigation, feds were able to interfere by intercepting a shipment from China to the student address.
Tragic incident at Coachella Music Festival after a man who was installing stages fell from an altitude of 60 feet. The man was a team member that had been involved in the event setup for already 20 years and was one of the many lead riggers. In accordance with officials, the man was pronounced dead at the scene and will be missed by Gold Voice staff members and family.
Coming up in a few minutes, an American tourist kidnapped with her guide in Uganda have now been safely returned. We'll have those details later on here at UTRGV News.
When we come back, a suspected rhino poacher at Kruger National Park in South Africa killed during his hunt. More details when we come back.
Those April showers are expected to come soon. When and where we can see some rain percentages, those details later in the newscast. You're watching UTRGV News.
Straight ahead, a 32-year-old circus lion tamper attacked in front of a live audience in Ukraine, leaving him covered in gashes. Stay tuned, we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Sophie's eating a tuna sandwich, and her meeting just got moved up to now. So she tries new Listerine Ready tabs. She's chewing that tiny tab, which turns into a swish of liquid. She's swishing away, which feels a little like, what? Unleash the clean feel of Listerine. Anytime, anywhere. Sophie girl, you are ready. Introducing new Listerine Ready tabs. Bring out the bold.
At King's Hawaiian, we believe the world would be a happier place if we just fired up the grill more often. Because when you're at the grill, odds are you're with family and friends, and sharing great food and laughter is what makes life sweet. With our delicious hamburger and hot dog buns, sharing never tasted so good. Enjoy irresistible King's Hawaiian hamburger and hot dog buns.
American tourist and guide are now safe and sound after recovering unharmed from a kidnapping in Uganda. Endicott and field guide Remezo were taken hostage at gunpoint while on the safari. The 4 kidnappers involved demanded an amount of $500,000 for both of their releases. Uganda police explained that both women were able to be rescued during a joint operation and that both were in good condition. Kidnappers are still being searched for.
Suspect poacher killed while himself and 4 other accomplices were attempting to poach a rhino. The poacher was killed by an elephant before the body was eaten by a lion. A skull and a pair of pants from the victim were the only things the authorities were able to recover in their search after concluding the body was devoured by lions. South African police explained the remaining poachers were caught with rifles and ammunition and now have been arrested as it is illegal to poach at a national park.
32-year-old lion tamer Hamada Kuda attacked during his circus performance by a male lion, leaving the tooth stuck inside the body along with many gashes and bite marks. Graphic videos were uploaded to social media show Kuda quickly getting back up after the lion launched at him. Kuda also mentioned this is not the first time he has been attacked. To him, this is part of the job as a lion tamer. Hamada says most of the times it's not the fault of that the attacks happen, but the tamer's fault. After the dangerous attack, Hamada will be recovering, all while still going back to work the following days. For Hamada, this is his home.
When we come back, an interesting story of two long-lost sisters who found each other throughout a DNA website and reunite. More details later on.
Don't miss out on those weather reports on the rain. We'll be having up soon once we come back. This is your TRGV TV News. You're watching. Stay tuned.
I'm Clay Thompson, and I'm built with chocolate milk. Nutrients to refuel, natural protein to rebuild, backed by science.
I'm always going to be a maker, and I think a company is the coolest thing you can build. I'm Adam, and I make robots. You never know when inspiration's going to strike, so I take my Surface Pro everywhere. Part of an entrepreneur's job is to get stuff done. I like to do like 4 things at once. The new Surface Pro can handle all of my programs. I can paint, I can mold, I can code. I have it on all the time. It's fantastic. We get to build toys for kids and change the world. It's a big deal.
Let's zoom out statewide and look at those temperatures up north in Amarillo. Temperatures are looking pretty cold for this time of year at 56 degrees, Lubbock a little higher at 61 degrees, and our southwest Texas city, El Paso, only at 8 degrees higher at 69. If you're traveling to Dallas, temperatures are enjoyable, right at 71, and our capital at 74. Houston and Corpus Christi exactly at 77, just like South Padre Island. McAllen, Annenberg, Mission, and Far areas are hotter than the rest of the state at about 85 degrees, almost a 10-degree difference. Lastly, the city of Laredo, 68 degrees. Now look at the precipitation for today. The entire state is looking pretty dry and not many heavy clouds. The thumb of Texas to the west is the only area that seems to have some heavy clouds concentrating for right now.
When we come back, sisters from New York who seem to have lost touch have now reunited. Stay with us. We'll come back in less than 2 minutes.
They say you're supposed to deny your cravings. You know what I do instead? I snack on Blue Diamond almonds. Wasabi and soy sauce? Don't deny your cravings. Eat them.
All the flavors you crave in a superfood. Blue Diamond almonds. Crave victoriously.
What if I wielded the power of the Infinity Gauntlet?
I just saved money with Geico.
I saved hundreds of dollars.
Die!
In theaters, April 26th.
I don't know, our relationship's just kind of boring.
You're not alone. I used to have a limited selection of shows on demand. And let me tell you, it got very boring. I got DirecTV last week, and they have more than 50,000 titles to choose from.
But what about my problems?
Classic narcissist.
What was that?
Nothing.
TV without 50,000 titles on demand is just kinda TV. Get DirecTV to get a $200 reward card. Don't just kinda TV, DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Liz and Christine, two long-lost sisters who met via DNA website when they found a match just recently got together. Christine recalls her mother telling her about a sister she could have had 45 years ago. Today, the two met and instantly connected and realized they grew up in New York, just 120 miles away from each other. Both Liz and Christine now have planned some vacations and are extremely happy to finally have a sister.
Welcome back again, folks. Let's take a look again at the weather for this upcoming week. Monday, the highs are still at 89 degrees, but lower temperatures will be rising to 73 degrees, with a 40% chance of precipitation. Which brings us to Tuesday, when we have a thunderstorm chance at 40% and high temperatures at 88, and lower temperatures at 71 that will be extending all the way to Thursday. Make sure to keep those umbrellas in hand. I'm Sebastian Bartomeu, and thank you for tuning in to the weather forecast of this week.
Thank you, Sebastian. I am Kenia Correa.
And I am Nady Rodriguez.
This is UTR TV News.
Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.